Alright, here we have the Trial of Kharzoid, being played on NES emulator, courtesy of the developer and publisher of the game. I want to thank them very much for the review opportunity here. This is a wonderful NES game that is a cross between Arkanoid and Metroid. As weird and silly as it sounds, this is awesome. So I'm going to go ahead and do a new game. No, okay, so I'll have to erase it, it's fine. So here's the story. And then you end up becoming a skull, and you find yourself having to get through these rooms and get to the wizard that wronged you. It is a pretty interesting game. So what's cool about this is that you can always hit. I forget what button it is. Oh, it's the A button. But you hit the A button to draw your skull back to you, which is kind of neat. So you don't have to rely on the physics in the game, which is not as much. But when you beat a room, you can pull up the map and go to the next room, which is really kind of cool. And there's power-ups just like there are in regular Arkanoid. But it's kind of cool. It has like a little Metroidvania aspect to it. That's just fun. It's just really a fun way to play a classic arcade game. And not something that's been done before. At least not to my knowledge. I don't think I've ever quite seen a Arkanoid or Breakout game that blends Metroidvania aspects to it. Very unique. This is a game that I've been following. I want to say since it started development. So it's really nice to see what it started out as and what it became. The graphics are great, music's great. The gameplay, like I've been saying, is extremely unique. Not something you see very often, especially on the NES. You got power ups and not so power ups like that one that shrunk me. And you have the ability to draw yourself back to the paddle, which again is pretty unheard of in games like this. Now, in addition to the campaign, if you will, if you want to call it that, you have the option to do battle mode. So you can select the stage, you'll go and just do the stage here. And instead of playing the traditional block-breaking Metroidvania game, here you have more of a Pong-style game. Now, what the game doesn't tell you is that you have to play this game two-player. There is no way to play a computer player, as far as I'm aware. All I've seen here is the ability to play against you and a human opponent. So there is that to contend with. So if this is something you want to check out, you're going to have to play with another player, or just not play it. Would be the alternative there. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and quit. Oh, come on. There we go. And I'm going to continue. It's going to bring me right back to where I was. So when you continue, it brings you back to the last level you were in before you quit the game. So to keep that in mind. So if you find that you've broken like all but like maybe one brick and you want to go ahead and quit the game and come back to it, you're going to have to complete that same level over again. And so do be aware of that going into this game. But with the levels not being very long, the puzzles being pretty. I'm not gonna say simple, but not too difficult. It's not that difficult of an ask to have to come back and replay a stage. Oh no, I got the opposite. The opposite one. Okay, I think it wore off. So yeah, definitely would suggest checking out Trial of Kharzoid. Sorry, Kharzoid. Excuse me. On the NES, it's a wonderful take on a very classic game. Um, I'm going to go ahead and review here, though. I do want to thank very much the developer and publisher of this game. This is amazing. Definitely a wonderful game to have in my NES library. And if this is a game you want to pick up for yourself, I will leave a link to purchase game in the description down below. I do again want to thank the publisher and the developer for the opportunity. I thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. As always, until next time, take care and happy gaming.